Not only is it just shocking on a relational level that she would do this to one of her greatest friends, and she would hook up with this guy.
Not just hook up.
Right. Have a secret relationship. But I just think also kind of give up, in my opinion, the goodwill of the fans for this F-boy. Like, truly, he's an F-boy.
Booking.com offers a wide array of hotels and vacation rentals across the U.S. so you can find exactly what you're booking for. There's something for everyone, even those who are impossible to please. Find exactly what you're booking for, Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app.
Well, we are gathered here today, two Pop Apologists with our Pop Apostles. Hello, everyone listening. Hello, Chanler.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back.
Welcome back to the program. Can I tell you what I'm sipping on right now? We both cracked a delicious can of Clean Simple Eats Clear Protein. This is a beverage that Chanler constantly finds empty cans littered around my home because I drink it constantly. I purchase it with my own money because we run out of the free product.
Yes, we both have purchased it with our own money on various occasions.
Many, for myself, monthly.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with Clear Protein. I grab 1 or 2 cans out of my fridge. It's a little snack. It's 20 grams of clean, grass-fed, whey isolate protein, the highest quality ingredients, and it's delicious. It tastes incredible.
What flavor are you drinking right now?
This is my favorite flavor, the candied cranapple.
Yeah. I also love the cherry lime, which is the Clear Protein soda. My preference are the carbonated ones, and you really like that one. That one is delicious.
It tastes like a juice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the easiest way to get really high quality protein. Everyone go to cleansimpleeats.com, use code POPApologist10 for 10% off your order. You will be so grateful we sent you. Okay, well, let's dive into the program. Chanler, what's going on? What should we get into first? It's a beautiful Tuesday in New York City.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice today. It's upper 70s.
Yeah.
And every year it's like I am just revived, released from the grave yet again.
It's crazy. It's like the winter is so long. It's awful and fine.
I don't want to hear you talk about this at all.
I was honestly just trying to lean in and yes and, because to be honest, it's not that novel to me.
I mean, have you ever layered in your life?
I'm basically, when I am here during the winter, it's such a brief in and out. I don't feel like I don't earn my New York City winter stripes at all.
Yeah, that was not actually unclear to people, but you are usually you don't even really dress for it when you're here necessarily.
No, because I'm just going from an Uber into my apartment.
Exactly. But yeah, everybody, I've earned it and I am relishing it. Relishing in it or relishing it?
I think you're reveling in it and you're relishing the experience.
I'm reveling in it and I am relishing the experience of this 78-degree day.
Is it 78 today?
Yes.
No.
She hasn't left her apartment.
No.
Can you tell?
I just like things to come to me.
I know.
Can I tell you something that has to do with New York City?
Please.
I finally finished Strangers by Belle Burden. New York City Manhattanite.
Yes.
Author.
Yes.
Okay. We've discussed it on the show, how Gwyneth Paltrow is going to play her in the Netflix adaptation of her memoir.
You were reluctant to read the book in the first place.
No, I wasn't. I was never reluctant.
Did I make that up?
That was a fiction.
You're reluctant to read, I think, in general in the first place.
No.
Did you listen to this?
Okay, so basically, long story short, I wanted to read it when I knew I would be in a headspace ready to receive it. And
sounds like reluctance.
I just knew it would make me hate Kagan.
I am not wrong. We had this conversation and I told you it would not, but
Courtney said that she read it and bristled at Wyatt for a week, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And I wasn't sure when I was going to be in a mental headspace to hate my husband.
Yeah.
But I knew it would be worth it.
It always is.
It always is. And you guys, this book is so phenomenal. However, I want to debrief about one aspect of it.
The Osprey?
No, I would breeze past the Osprey passages. I understood, the literary device that was happening before me, but I wanted to get to was he really going to fuck her over or not?
Yeah.
That was the part that I was trying to get to in the memoir.
Morgan Stewart went on a podcast and she was talking about how everyone's talking about this book and how she started it, but there was just a lot of chatter about the birds in the initial chapter.
You have to get through the Osprey paragraphs.
Yeah.
We are trying to get Belle Burden on the program, everyone, on the show. So we were not going to talk about how we didn't necessarily relish and revel in the Osprey passages.
I liked the Osprey metaphor, whatever, you know, it was a theme throughout. I didn't mind it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm a more learned person than you.
For sure. You're more restful. You just like to knit and listen, to passages about birds.
I mean, I hear birds chirp all the time, and I don't think you do.
Not on my floor. Yeah. There's no birds around here. Anyway. Okay. So, however, I just want to discuss one thing. So her husband ups and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
She's 50 years old. Her husband, who basically seemed completely fine.
Yeah.
The marriage seemed great. No problems. Ups and leaves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really give her an explanation. And he never does. Throughout the entire book, he never gives her an explanation. And this is where I think if she ever comes on the show, I really want to ask her about this, because I just feel like I wouldn't be able to not like hold my husband's feet to the fire and demand an excuse, demand the information.
I mean, I don't want to spoil things for people. It's not really a spoiler, but like there is another woman in the picture.
Yeah, but that's not really the reason,
And the sad thing, the sad takeaway for me was that it might not have been that deep of a reason.
But I almost need to be told that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just actually not that deep of a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take you that seriously or my life that seriously. I'm just not that introspective. I just want to fuck around. Like, that would at least be helpful.
Or this ran its course. The relationship that we had ran its course. We had our children, and that is, that is fine by me. And now we are moving forward, and you should be moving forward. That was like the impression I got from
That's
him.
basically all he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just has been driving me crazy. So I had a little bit of a fever dream, I will say, because I was like, I know she lives in New York, and she says he lives 2 blocks from her. So I was like, what if I could figure out where they live and like accost this man on the street?
Oh, you want it on her behalf?
Well, yeah, I was just like, I want to hold his feet to the fire. This fucker.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like, the lens shifted into focus, and I pictured myself, accosting a stranger.
Yeah.
Literally, no pun intended. And I realized that that's, I guess the problem with the internet these days and these parasocial relationships. Because I was like, hey, I deserve an answer after reading this book.
Here's what I'm going to say. You caught me on an off day today, and I'm ready for you to accost him. I've got a few people I want to accost.
Okay, who?
I mean, we're going to wait to talk about Summer House, but I am very much so ready to accost.
I'm just ready for answers, and I'm sick of not accosting.
I'd like to accost some of the men on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
I'd like to accost some of the men on Bravo.
It's kind of like how I've always wanted to participate in, not guerrilla warfare. It's not called vigilante justice, martial law. I've always wanted to.
Those 3 expressions: guerrilla warfare, citizens justice,
vigilante
justice, and then wait, what? You want to participate in martial law?
I just would love to arrest someone.
No, wait, you're getting it confused.
No,
do you mean a citizen's arrest?
A citizen's arrest is something that can happen once martial law has been enacted.
I want to participate in martial law is like when the military takes over.
No, martial law is when all of civilization.
I'm not going to be wrong about this.
And when all of civilization and our rules have basically like gone to hell in a handbasket, all of a sudden there's martial law.
Here we go. I've got a definition. Martial law is the temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule, usually invoked during war. I actually have great news for you. I think you can perform a citizen's arrest all the time.
I don't need martial law.
You don't need martial law you don't need like some type of Armageddon apocalyptic situation. I think you could citizen's arrest me right now on this podcast.
I could literally, my dreams could come true at this moment.
I wanted to fact check myself about performing a citizen's arrest. Yeah. A private person can perform a citizen's arrest in most U.S. states, but the laws, conditions, and risks vary significantly by location.
So you are at risk when you perform a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, so for misdemeanors or minor offenses, you must have witnessed the act occur in your presence. For felonies, some states allow an arrest if you have a reasonable belief that the person committed the crime, even if you weren't present.
Okay, so we don't need martial law for this, thank goodness. I do stand corrected, thank you, which is great. We don't need the military to actually take over law enforcement in order to conduct citizens' arrests. And I feel like I have lived through what this man has done to Belle Burden. So I'm ready.
I want to check in here. We went from accosting him, which to me, I feel like is just yelling at someone on the street, which feels very right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Not going to be like, long-term damaging to our careers maybe, or to our families, but You want to perform a citizen's arrest?
I think I do. At this point, I think I would find widespread support.
Probably.
So, Henry, watch out. Watch your back.
Okay. Well, did you enjoy the book?
I mean, the book is incredible.
Yeah.
The book is so good. And I highly recommend it, everyone. We are going to try to get Belle on the show. I do think that we could get her on the show because she's basically doing every podcast. We also are trying to get Lena Dunham on the show because she has a memoir coming out.
I tried to get Karen Reed.
Yeah.
We didn't hear back.
Yeah, we did not hear back. Lena Dunham is definitely a more of a long shot.
Yeah, certainly.
I feel like anything's possible. Like after we interviewed Mary Fitzgerald, when we had basically 3 listeners from Selling Sunset, it's like just the
stress of that interview for me. You were like, you've got this one. This one's, you're going to lead this one. And I'm so new in the podcast. You really are a very talented interviewer.
That is not accurate.
I know it's true. And so anyway, but it was the very first one that I ever had to lead. And I don't know, when you say her name, it like stirs up all these feelings of stress.
Well, my favorite memory of the Mary Fitzgerald interview is when we were just like, how did we get you on the show today? And she was like, my publicist told me to do this. Like you could see all of a sudden her realize that she was wasting her time.
Right.
Yeah. And it wasn't a funny joke to her.
No, certainly not.
Anyway.
If you're listening, which she's probably not.
Yeah, Mary's not listening. She's probably, is she still with
Romaine?
Romaine.
I don't know.
His name is Romaine, like
or maybe it's Roman. No, I think it's Romaine. I feel like she said it with like, Romaine.
Well, after a Dawn Gate, I'm not going to comment on the name Romaine. I'm going to keep it moving. I actually, you know what? I've heard the name Romaine constantly. I have many friends named Romaine, and it's a great name. Okay.
We love that name.
We do. We love Romaines far and wide. What should we get into first?
I need to unburden myself.
Yeah.
With this summer house drama.
Let's go from Belle Burden to unburdening.
So.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay because 30 minutes ago they released a statement. Like we're getting real-time updates here.
Yeah. So it has been rumored that Amanda and West were cavorting.
Yeah. And the internet sleuths were doing the work. They were watching back all of these clips and episodes from this season, trying to look for clues. And I will say there were clues.
There were great clues. Should we go through some of the clues?
Let's go through the clues. And do you feel sufficiently invested in this story, even though you're not like current with the show?
No, I appreciate you bringing that up because when I last watched Summer House, I've not been keeping up with it, but when I last watched it, it was the season where Ciara and West, they had been dating, but then all of a sudden at the reunion, he was kind of over it. So it was a season where their relationship kind of took form.
Yes.
And there was flirtations. And then at the reunion, he basically had broken up with her and she was devastated. It was a very difficult thing to watch because Ciara, I mean, I'll just be a little shallow for a second. I thought she was way out of his league.
Yeah. Ciara is like out of everybody's league.
She's like a Victoria's Secret model. And she was crying about this like mid-level bro on the show. It felt like someone was going to, I don't know, also tell me like gravity wasn't real anymore.
Yeah.
Like
it's martial law time.
It was time for a citizen's arrest. No, exactly. All the laws of the universe were crumbling before me.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense, but she was hung up on West.
And she is like deeply, deeply sad, visibly upset. It's a very raw moment from her, I will say, on that reunion.
Well, and can I also say though that not only is she stunning, but she's also just great. She's funny. She's
a nurse.
She's an amazing person. She's an incredible catch. And he basically broke it off to, it seemed like, fuck around.
Yeah, it was like his first like little taste of fame, and it was like, oh, I got to see what else is out there.
Exactly.
I can't like get wifed up.
He wanted to be single for the fans.
Yes.
During when they weren't filming. So it was very disappointing.
I think what really upset her is that he gave an interview and kind of downplayed their whole relationship. I mean, they dated for about like 8 to 9 months. They said, "I love you."
Long time.
She met his family. She was like his date to a wedding.
Yeah.
Like it was a real relationship.
So what has gone down since? What have I missed?
So what you've missed is, so that season happened. And then like basically the season after that, and I hope I'm not getting confused, like she just kind of ices him out. Like they are done. They are not friends, and she does not talk to him.
Okay, but if you ice someone out, that's because you're pretty hurt. It's not because, I'm just saying she's obviously still invested.
Totally. And I think it was just like super painful. And the other thing about West, everybody, the men on this show really disappoint me most of the time. I found Wes to be an incredible addition to the cast. He is fun. He is funny. He is just kind of a delight.
Yeah.
And so I think when this guy comes on the show who's totally cute enough, but then he has like a 15 out of 10 personality, it really makes him a lot cuter.
Okay.
And you could just see that he just vibed really well with all the girls, and not in like a creepy Jesse Solomon way, you know, where he's just like always wants to like lay on their boobs and make out, you know, or at least attempt to make out. Like he's just fun.
Okay.
He's just like a good hang. So I think what we see is that, like, you know, it's really hard for Ciara to just like completely ignore him and stay out of his way, and him to stay out of her way, because like they all want to have fun together, and they're all kind of part of this like OG crew. They all, like, I feel like the Kyle, Amanda, Ciara, Jessi, Lindsay, Carl, like those are like the OG people. And then they've just had people kind of cycle in.
Okay.
And like, I feel like the OG crowd, you know, I guess not Lindsay and Carl, but they really do like hanging out together.
Yeah.
I guess not Kyle and Amanda anymore, but like they're pals. They're good pals. So anyway, we see her really like ice him out. Obviously though, like you said, that's coming from a place of, you know, he broke her heart.
Right.
I think that's the other really shitty thing. I'm going to try to not, you know, wax on about this for too long, but he really did break her heart. And I think she was really left standing there like, wow, I really was a lot more invested in you than you were in me. And we didn't even break up for like a good reason, other than that, like, you wanted to just like see what else was out there.
And he is kind of ambivalent. Like he's not stressed being around her.
No, not super stressed. I mean, I think he wants her to like him and be friends with him, and not like,
I'm just
may
saying,
have bad vibes.
He's clearly not caught up, and she is.
No. Yeah. I mean, so then that makes like this season complicated, and I'm sure there are better Summer House scholars out there.
Yeah.
I'm new to the Summer House train, but I am invested, and I'm as up to speed as I think, you know, I could be. So, but forgive me if I get something wrong. This season, West and Ciara are just more friendly. It's like water under the bridge. They are, like he says, you know, that was the best night I've ever had with Ciara. Like, they're friends. And the other thing is they have a really funny banter back and forth. Like you can just tell when they are bantering back and forth that like these two people, there's an energy there.
Yeah.
So for the first several episodes, you catch these little moments and you're like, wait a second.
Are they getting back together?
Are they getting back together? Is this vibe happening? And people were playing it up online, and they weren't really saying no. And I was like, wait, maybe we get like surprised at the end of this whole season by seeing that they get back together. This episode is brought to you by Booking.com. Planning a girls' trip always sounds fun until you remember you're booking for multiple people with very specific opinions. My sisters and I have non-negotiables: blackout curtains so we can actually sleep, good natural light for all those photos, and ideally something close to a beach. And just go ahead and trust me, we're not very flexible about these things. That's why Booking.com is our go-to. Booking.com offers a wide array of hotels and vacation rentals across the US, so you can find exactly what you're booking for, even if the people you're booking for are extremely picky like us. You can filter for the things that actually matter instead of settling for something that's just fine. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, or a high-maintenance group chat, Booking.com makes it easy to get it right. If a stay can check all of our boxes, it can check anyone's. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app.
Okay, I don't know if it's just that I'm an adult now and I notice these things, but I feel like it really is so impressive to me how much work our mom goes to make her and my dad's house a really inviting, warm, lovely space for our family to return to year after year. That is why I think going to Cozy Earth this Mother's Day is such a good idea for a gift for your moms. Their robes are the perfect luxurious gift for the mom who does it all. They're incredibly soft with thoughtful details like spacious pockets, adjustable ties, and a really beautiful drape. And Cozy Earth slippers are the perfect finishing touch. Their puffy sheep slippers have that soft, spa-like feel. And if you're giving a gift, it's nice knowing it comes with a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. So it's something that your mom can actually keep reaching for. Let this Mother's Day be a reminder that she deserves care too. Discover how Cozy Earth turns everyday routines into moments of softness and ease. Head to CozyEarth.com and use my code POP for an exclusive 20% off. And if you see a post-purchase survey, be sure to mention you heard about Cozy Earth right here on Pop Apologists, because home starts with mom.
Also, while all of this is happening, let me even go back. While Ciara is so heartbroken over West, Amanda is right there, like beside her. Amanda is like her girl that is like, you know,
her
riding
person
for her on the show, her person. trying to explain to West how he hurt her so badly, whatever. And yeah, so like Amanda is there throughout all of this.
Well, and Amanda has her own drama with Kyle that
So
Ciara is absolutely there for her for.
Correct. I mean, so Kyle and Amanda continue to, just be in a downward spiral over these last few seasons. Their marriage just gets worse and worse. And this season, it's really like it completely breaking down.
Yeah.
And they basically hate each other. Kyle, at one point, a couple episodes ago, he says that, he gets mad at her because she doesn't ever want to hang around him. He says at one point, like, she spent more time with Wes than with me, like, in the last 6 months or something like that, because, he's traveling a lot. He's being a DJ. That she just has literally no light in her eyes for him.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of like, there's like a scene where they're playing spin the bottle and Amanda has to kiss Kyle. And Kyle literally, like, she kisses him and he gets like aroused.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Like you can see him get aroused?
You can't see anything, but he like puts a pillow on his lap.
What?
And people are all laughing because it's like, there's never any affection between the two of them.
Yeah.
Also during this, okay, there's this crazy scene. So Amanda kisses Kyle and it's like, haha, these two, who are always fighting, they have like a sweet kiss, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know that, like, obviously in the show, they're not separated by this point. West then scoots his chair close to Ciara and starts like touching her leg and starts like fully putting the moves on her.
Okay.
Do you want me to show this to you?
Sure.
Okay. I would love to show it to you.
Please show it to me. We're going to play it on the screen for everyone.
Like, I need this, guys.
You smell like cheese.
Kissing.
So Wes is super drunk.
Okay.
So he, like, after this kiss happens between Kyle and Amanda, he like starts to kind of like put the moves on Ciara a little bit.
Right.
And this, like, he has not like touched her. Like, this was like the first time we have seen them like have anything that's even flirty really on camera. And this is the most intense flirting we've ever seen from him to her in recent times.
I don't know what's happening here, but
I saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, something has fully happened. Like, I'm sure they hooked up over this season or whatever. Like, maybe they got back together. I am like so hopeful watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, keep in mind, at another point during the season, but prior to this, Jessi makes a joke about like, would you be mad if I wanted to like hook up with Ciara? And West is like not down with it.
Oh, doesn't want him to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so
everyone thinks they're going to get back together.
Yeah, and everyone's just kind of like rooting them on. So fast forward to our present drama.
Yeah.
People had noticed that Amanda and Ciara are no longer friendly on socials.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the show that is business as normal. Like, they are super close and their friendship looks great. I mean, Ciara is literally helping her through this terrible time with Kyle. And but like, they on social media are not friendly
Interacting. And they had an Amazon Live that they were supposed to do together, but then they both did it separately.
Yes.
And it seemed like there's a bunch of little clues. Like, should we get into more of the clues?
Yes, let's get into more of the clues.
Okay, so one of the major clues is that there's a sighting of Amanda and West. Now, there's no photo, which is interesting. But fans reported that to Des Moines that they saw Amanda and West in New York City openly flirting, allegedly even holding hands under the table. One fan commented on the post, I don't think Amanda would do that to Ciara. At least I hope not.
They're also like denying these rumors online and just saying like, we're just besties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, somebody commented and said, West is just like a really safe guy friend who, and Amanda's single now, so he's just showing her around. And then on Watch What Happens Live,
That's what he says.
He's
like, I'm showing my friend around the city.
Yeah.
So in addition to all of that, Ciara is liking cryptic posts on Instagram. So there's a Jay Shetty quote that she liked that says, if you're looking for closure, let me tell you this. The lack of respect was the closure. The lack of an apology was the closure. The lack of care, accountability, and honesty was the closure. And then also, There's a tweet by two judgy girls, and it says, okay, but the funniest thing about this rumor is how much we care about Ciara's well-being, but none for Kyle. I don't think I've ever seen a single comment wondering how he is. And Kyle comments with a hand up emoji and a sad face.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay, she posts a reaction photo. Carl posts a reaction photo.
She posts a photo with her and Ciara, and then she posts her reaction photo.
Yes.
So it's very clear, like, the context. Carl, they all, like, kind of post different stills of them from the show where they're looking shocked.
Mm-hmm.
So KJ does it, Carl does it, Lindsay does it.
Austin Kroll posts on his Instagram, and it's a story of pasta, and he says, pasta and fucking your friend's exes are apparently back. So that also, I think, is one of the big things that makes this rumor just go crazy online.
Yeah.
And so as of 3 hours ago, it was all just swirling rumors.
But there was a lot of confirmation coming from everybody but West and Amanda.
Mhm.
But people were saying we saw them in California. They were spotted fully, canoodling, fully
Right.
together. They're, everyone is like sending in anonymous DMs saying, I just heard from this person. It's fully happening. And then we get a statement from West
Mhm.
an hour ago.
And Amanda. They both posted the exact same
Yeah.
thing to their stories.
Right. So I'll read that.
Please do.
We've seen the growing online speculation, so while this is still very new, we wanted to provide some clarity. It was never our intention to purposefully hide anything. Given the complicated relationship dynamics involved and the scrutiny that comes with being on a reality show, we needed a little space to process things privately before speaking on it. We've shown up for each other as friends over the years through the highs and the lows, and what's developed recently was the last thing either of us expected. Our connection grew out of genuine, long-standing friendship, which made it especially important for us to approach this with care. As our feelings evolved, we wanted to take time to understand exactly what we were feeling. We also recognize that this has had an impact beyond just us and never wanted our actions to cause any hurt or be perceived as careless. We truly appreciate the understanding and respect as we navigate this.
So they have confirmed that they are dating. And it's especially shocking to everyone because...
Let me say really quick.
Yeah.
People were also like, okay, well, maybe there was like a one-time makeout. And this is like, devastating to Ciara. She's just found this out.
Right.
What this statement confirms to me is that it is on.
It's on and they're not stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's all just especially shocking because Amanda had everyone on her side, right? Like during this breakup with Kyle.
It was like, hallelujah, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
And they should not be together. They're a terrible couple.
Right.
But everyone was just like, we're so grateful that Amanda's out, like, of this relationship. And
she was getting the Ariana Madix light treatment.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I just think that, so not only is it just shocking on a relational level that she would do this to Ciara, who is like one of her greatest friends, and she would hook up with this guy who Ciara obviously has all these complicated feelings
Have
toward.
a secret relationship with him.
Yeah.
Not just hook up.
Right. Have a secret relationship. But I just think also kind of give up, in my opinion, the goodwill of the fans for this F-boy. Like truly, he's an F-boy. And so I just find it to be so shocking on a career level and on a friendship level.
I honestly I swap those in level of importance because
I'm not saying that career is more important. I'm just saying those are both the things that are shocking.
Well, and I think the most West
shocking
feels very temporary to me. It's like West is fun. He's like I understand the attraction there. I don't think they're endgame. I don't think the two of them are endgame. And it's like,
all.
I saw a comment that was like, they better be shopping for engagement rings.
Yeah.
Like, I hope this was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to lose, and this is what I've been sending many, many voice memos about, because the women on this show, like some of the friendships, not all of them, because they're not always the nicest to like new girls. They're not always super, welcoming. But like the Amanda Ciara friendship was very real, at least to me as an audience member. And it was like one of my favorite parts of the show. It was like these girls who are like in this weird situation where they're on reality TV. They're like best friends and they're just ride or dies.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she is throwing that all away
in
the most, I think, this is the biggest betrayal she could have ever done to Ciara.
Right.
I mean, granted, there's a lot of people that are like, it's not that big of a deal. Everyone is single in this equation. But it's kind of like your best friend's ex that they're the most caught up with.
You just don't go there.
You just don't go there. How can you, I said this earlier, how can you physically in your body and soul, enjoy those physical experiences?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you enjoy it more. I don't know.
I just think it's one thing if you're 21 and maybe just don't have the perspective, but especially, man, I think it's like 34.
Yeah.
Especially in your mid-30s, I think you have perspective on how precious friendships are. Honestly, they're more precious than all your dating relationships, which again will end and you'll never talk to those people again. So kind of sacrificing a true great best friendship on the altar of an F-boy is really, it's just disturbing for everyone.
It's incredibly disturbing. That is exactly right. And I think that's why the internet is having this reckoning, because it's like Amanda is coming off of this horrible marriage and she's just making another bad decision and losing the support of one of her greatest friends, who she talks about literally how she couldn't have gotten through like this past summer without Ciara.
Well, and Ciara was also someone who would go to bat for Amanda with Kyle, would literally yell at Kyle for Amanda. So the loyalty on one side and the extreme disloyalty on the other side, I think it's also just surprising for people because Amanda seemed so level-headed.
Yeah, but I mean, what people are saying is people love to say this, but it's like a pick-me thing where it's like she's actually maybe never been that much of a girl's girl.
Interesting. I want to say something about the scene you showed me earlier that we showed the audience. Clearly this was going on during Summer House, because I just don't think there's any way West would have reacted that way and started kind of like canoodling with Ciara if he wasn't trying to make Amanda jealous.
Oh, here's another really annoying part. Completely agree. West will comment on Ciara's like hot photos of herself, like really nice things.
Oh, wow.
So it's like they have just been trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
And just acting, I mean,
but don't you think he was trying to make Amanda jealous?
Yes, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But so during filming, he's, like masquerading around as somebody who's, is kind of interested in her. And then also like on social media is also trying to be like, I don't know, number one bestie straight guy who, it's just, I'm seething, and I've sent at least 30 minutes worth of voice memos crashing out about this.
Yeah, you are crashing out.
Yeah.
I need you to take some deep breaths. Do you think that this is the end of Summer House? Because I did see someone say that like there's just no way everyone's going to be able to go back to another season.
Oh, no. I was having a conversation with a friend on my way here about this very topic.
Okay, please.
No, of course not. This is the best thing that could ever happen for Summer House. Like, you don't think people are going to be tuning in?
Well, exactly. It's like all of a sudden I haven't watched for a few seasons and I'm back. I not only am I going to watch next season, but I'm going to catch up.
So I also think this really complicates things for Bravo. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bravo is upset. And what I've heard is that because West fully lies on Watch What Happens Live, when he says no, he fully denies the rumor, because Andy Cohen asked him like last week, the week before, the audience wants to know, like,
right.
The audience voted on, would you ship West and Amanda? But because there's this like spinoff that's supposed to be happening, like the In the City spinoff, and then I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's like a city-based spinoff, and then there's Summer House. And I believe that the city-based one was supposed to be Lindsay, Kyle, and Amanda. And then Summer House was going to remain with Ciara, West, and Jessi.
Okay.
But now it's like, if I was Ciara, I wouldn't want to film on a show with just West and Jessi and then new people.
So it does compromise, I guess, that new iteration of Summer House. And it wasn't going to have Amanda on it. And
I don't know if Amanda was going to, I don't know.
You literally need Amanda and Ciara on the same show to make it juicy.
Or at least, I don't know, or you need Amanda and West on the same show. You need like two people in this love triangle on the same show in order for people to want to watch it.
Oh, well, fans are crashing out. Bravo execs are crashing out. It's a bad day.
It's just like between this and the, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay, be honest, Chanler. Are you a spring, new wardrobe, new me person, or are you like me and just emotionally attached to the same 3 outfits?
You and me are the same. I'm absolutely the second one. I don't need a whole new closet. I just need one good accessory to convince people I tried.
Exactly. Sometimes the accessory is the outfit, and that's why spring accents are my favorite way to refresh a look. Low effort, high impact. Macy's makes it way too easy to complete your outfit with the trendiest, chicest accessories of the season. I have a question for the jewelry girl here. Okay, Lauren? Is spring a gold season, or is it a silver season? Or are you mixing metals now? I feel like spring, thank you for this question. I feel like spring is very much a mix your metals and don't overthink it season. Okay, we are exiting the gold and we're overthinking it winter, and we're entering mix things up and don't think about it too much spring. Okay, I decide based on the outfit and my mood. If I'm wearing softer colors, I might lean gold. If the look is more clean and minimal, I might go platinum or silver. And also rules, they're meant to be broken. Layer necklaces are my go-to because they even make a basic tee feel styled. Jewelry is really such a low stakes way to try trends without fully committing. You're not changing your whole personality, you're just adding a new necklace. Exactly. And you can't forget about a good handbag when accessorizing. Macy's has spring bags from Coach, Guess, Ralph Lauren that feel lighter and softer and more playful. Think seasonal textures, new shapes, and colors that actually feel like spring. I'm obsessed with the soft leather boho bags. They're cute with denim, they work with flowy dresses, it's giving the effortlessly put together, even if you were late vibe. And the slouchy suede bags at Macy's, so good for adding texture to simple outfits. Plus, East-West style bags are having a big moment. They're fresh, modern, and an easy way to transition into spring without doing too much. Okay, but can we also talk about rebag at Macy's for a moment? Because secondhand designer bags at Macy's for a fraction of the price, I mean, that's just dangerous for my financial goals. Same. You can find so many designer bags, even Birkins, secondhand on Rebag at Macy's. It's also better for the planet. So even if it's not great for your wallet, it can help you feel better while shopping. What is like the dream find for you on Rebag? Probably a classic designer shoulder bag I can wear with everything. What about you? You know, I lean a little bit more iconic in this department. And so I just want something that really packs a punch. It makes my whole outfit look expensive. I'll be honest. That makes sense coming from an icon like yourself, Chanler. And let's not forget the most underrated accessory of all, fragrance. It speaks for you when you barely entered a room. What's your spring scent vibe? Floral, fruity, clean? I like something fresh but interesting. Macy's carries so many good spring scents. They have YSL's Libra Berry Crush, Carolina Herrera's Jasmine, Joe Malone's Peach Blossom, Miu Miu Fleur de Lys, Byredo's Gypsy Water. A good fragrance is the finishing touch that makes you feel put together even if your outfit is just fine. It's like invisible styling. No one can see it, but everyone notices it. Exactly. So if you're ready to refresh your spring look without redoing your entire closet, start with the accessories. From bags and jewelry to fragrance, Macy's makes it easy to update your vibe with small intentional pieces that make everything feel new again. Shop now in stores or at Macys.com. Let's just turn the page, I guess, to another shitty story.
I am very curious. It seems like everyone is obsessed with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Is there anyone out there who has fatigue? Who just like didn't necessarily buy in to the constant news cycles about these people, about mom talk? Or are you feeling good? You're feeling energized?
I feel fine. I think you have Mormon fatigue.
I do.
I think, and I understand that.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, so it has come out that Jessi from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, she made out with Chase, the ex-husband of Miranda.
Yes.
So it's a very similar situation, kind of a similar situation.
Ex-boyfriend,
ex-husband of Miranda.
Ex-husband of Miranda, ex-boyfriend of Layla, brother to Layla's other ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Messy. So, you know what I said? Actually, I haven't said this yet, but you know what I'm going to say?
Please share.
Salt Lake City is really carrying its weight in terms of just like cultural messiness, like Instagram messiness. Like
It's the city itself, not the Bravo franchise.
I guess the Bravo franchise within Salt Lake City. Like there's just like so much coming from that region.
Yeah, from
it's
that region of the country.
Well, because too, like there was like reports, I guess, Indy Blue and Chase like had a moment at a club or something.
Maybe this is where I'm curious if people agree with me on, that are listening, but I don't see the appeal. Like I know you see the West appeal. It's harder for me to see. I don't see the Chase appeal. And so the idea that these women who are all successful in their own right, who seem like great quality people, are fighting over, to me, what seem like Vivint tech sales bros.
I don't think we should conflate Chase and West because, I think West
is the
worst, and I would like to accost him on the street.
Yeah, citizen's arrest.
Chase is just slimy and gross.
Correct.
And West is like, I actually find West to be charming.
Okay. So we will not
strike that from the record.
We will absolutely not make the false equivalence, but I do think that it's specifically the dad talk men. Most of them are just so not worth anyone's time. And so the idea that Jessi is like so tempted by hooking up with Chase, it's shocking. It's actually shocking to me because especially like these girls have got a taste of success, right? Now all of a sudden they're making a lot of money. They're not just like, they're not small town girls anymore. I would think that they would think, I want a real man. I don't want one of these like Vivint sales guys.
I have a theory on this.
Please share.
I think that when it comes to Summer House, when it comes to, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I think that all these people who film together,
Yeah.
like, kind of only want to hang out with each other because they all understand the weird world that they all exist in, the brand deals and the production, and just like, I feel like Chase is fully in the show.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they all end up hanging out a lot together. And I don't think they're like, now that I'm on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I'm going to start dating, men from the tech scene and the Silicon Slopes. Like, I don't think they're stepping out or stepping up from maybe these like petty circles.
That's their mistake.
It is.
That's absolutely their first mistake.
I think what was hard for me about the Chase and Jessi thing is that we heard that it happened, and then they kind of instantly confirmed it, because then Miranda posted that like note with flowers that Jessi had sent her. And that made me feel like it was more fake, because like, I think with the Amanda and West stuff, they were radio silent and we were all just like spinning out about it. And so I think like the slamois, which is what I've heard some people, you can say slow-mo or you can say slamois.
I like slamois.
Yeah, slamois is really funny. So the slamois girls,
yeah,
the slamois girls instantly were like jumping on the PR of it all and, confirming it.
Yeah, it's because it does seem like those girls are really hustling.
Yes.
They want to keep our attention. They want the drama to keep coming, which again, I think a little bit plays into my fatigue.
Totally agree. And it's like, oh wow, am I just like,
there's a new season. There's a new season every 6 months. It's a lot.
There's a new drama. It is a lot. And it does make the whole thing feel a bit more contrived. Like,
however, Chanler and I, we do have some insider information, and it's, I guess, completely real.
Yeah.
Miranda is pissed.
Yeah.
She did hook up with him, made out or whatever. But still, like, this is not actually BS.
No.
These girls are that messy.
Yeah.
So,
I guess we'll see it on the next season.
I mean, if they pick up cameras again.
They have to.
They absolutely will pick up cameras again. And I also want to share with you a theory, an idea. I think we will see The Bachelorette. I think the problem was that it was just too hot when that video came out about Taylor. And I think that they are more shelving it than scrapping it.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's kind of too big of a thing to just fully, put in the incinerator.
Yeah. So I think everyone should watch for Taylor Frankie Paul's image to get rehabilitated over the next couple months and see if we actually see The Bachelorette come out.
Did you see that piano thing she posted?
I honestly, I'm not trying to learn an instrument, and I applaud that. It's very
just like, girl, log off.
She's going to be watercoloring. She's going to be learning French, just really taking to the fine arts.
I guess so.
And it's, what it's giving to me? It was giving, I don't know why I'm extrapolating so much from just one little still of her playing the piano.
I'm ready.
But it's giving Camilla, all just like the feminine arts she was educated in.
Camilla, like the Queen Consort?
Camilla. Yeah, Queen Consort Camilla.
You need help.
I have a one-track mind. And so basically everyone in The Palace Papers by Tina Brown.
You're going to explain.
I'm just going to explain. She talked about how Camilla was born like in their aristocracy. And she didn't get a formal education. She basically got an education in like the feminine arts.
Yeah.
So flower arranging, watercolor, like playing the piano, French.
Wait. Meghan literally should have had the Queen Consort on with Love Meghan, because she's an expert in all those things.
In all the arts. That's such a good point. I'm shocked that Camilla didn't, accept the invitation.
I know.
Or one wasn't extended.
Speaking of which, let's read the tea we got.
Okay, well, I'm going to finish this.
Okay.
It's a quick aside. Okay. Anyway, I guess Camilla was kind of pissed about that and was always insecure about her lack of education. I was kind of jealous, though, because it seemed like a very fine way to be, fine experience as a young woman to have.
Honestly, though, it's crazy because, like, what feminine arts do you honestly do in your life?
I think that
you don't even arrange flowers. I arrange flowers. Not arrange flowers. I put flowers in a vase.
I do have this delusional thought about myself, which is that if I didn't need to make money,
grocery shop.
If I didn't need to make money, I would just throw myself into the world of feminine arts.
You would hate that.
I would learn to play the harp. Okay, I would watercolor. Maybe I would do children's book illustrations. I'd just be a very sweet.
You would scroll 100 times more than you already scroll. You would do none of this.
No, because I wouldn't need to scroll. Because I don't need to be kept abreast. I can become wildly out of touch. There's no problem with that. And that, to me, sounds like an incredible life.
Okay. Well, dream on.
I am.
So everyone, we got a comment on one of our recent episodes with a little bit of insider tea. Okay. Okay, so this comment says, I'm a TV producer and my production company was approached by Archwell to make a TV series featuring Harry. We sent them ideas for an entire year and he turned down every single one before the CEO of my company ended the contract with them. Harry wanted to do something that made a difference a la Diana with the landmines in the 90s, but every idea we suggested, he was worried it would upset the powers in the country. They made everyone sign strict NDAs but forgot to send one to me. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha, I love it.
Also, to this person, we deeply appreciate you sharing your little bit of insider tea with us.
Truly. And doesn't it all track?
It completely tracks. I mean, this is not new. This is not a new type of story. I mean, we heard them, I feel like this was in the Spotify
Or Netflix.
There was some article, I can't remember which publication it was in, but it was talking about how like they went around and around like on different ideas with Harry about what his show was going to be.
Well, and I think it's the exact information we got about Meghan too.
Yes.
She would always get afraid that she would second guess everything. And again, they want this like very, very kind of, honestly, it sounds like me if I didn't have to work. They want this just kind of very sanitized.
You don't even want to watch that TV. Like, you don't even want to watch that content as your TV.
This idea, Chanler, it is completely delusional and it's not accurate.
Okay.
But just
I'm
let
just
me
gonna
have my fantasy.
Just going to let you continue talking.
Anyway, I feel like when it comes to Meghan and Harry, I just feel like their Achilles heel is the whole like do good aspect, I
mean, we gave that up long ago.
I would like to take it up again, or I would
More
like to
delusions.
I would like to take it up at all. But no, I think that it's like the insistence on things being for charity and philanthropy. It's just, it doesn't make good television.
Take a page out of the Slumlord Girls' books.
Yes.
We know what sells papers.
We know.
For lack of a better expression.
Yeah.
Okay? We know what gets an audience to tune in, and it is not a charity type work.
No, correct. It is hooking up with your friend's ex, okay?
It's literally being as messy as possible.
You know why we're going to all tune into Summer House? Because Amanda is fucking West. Meghan, if you want us all to tune into your next Netflix project, why don't you go have an affair with William? And why don't you wear a GoPro? Is that too much to ask?
Here, you don't even have to go that far. Why don't you just pull up on your phone and find the meanest text you've ever sent about William or Kate
and read it to their face.
Read it to their face.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to go that far.
No, honestly, and we will all tune in.
Like, I like her business plan.
One foot on marry a guy with 1 foot on a banana peel.
And 1 foot in the grave or something
Yeah.
like this. Anyway.
So good. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Salt Lake City, yet again, for the messiness.
Pulling their weight. No, so I don't have high hopes for Harry and Meghan. And this is something I also consider, Chanler. And no one has ever brought this up. So just wait. You know how Meghan said that, they said, what TV is your favorite? And she says that her and Harry, they basically, after a long day, she's with the kids. Mm-hmm. They're, probably collecting the eggs.
Well, then she sends the email to the kids' email accounts.
Archie's chicken coop. Exactly. Once everything is done, the jam is off the stove. Okay. The kids are asleep. Then she sends the emails to both of her children.
I barely want to respond to text messages like with my best friends because I'm so lazy.
She sends the emails. She sends the love letters. Then
I'm so tired. I'm exhausted
from even the speech.
Yes.
Then she does Duolingo. Okay. And then she says, if all that's concluded, then she will flip through the channels. But basically by that point, they go to sleep. That's what she said. Why are these people trying to create TV series if they don't even watch TV?
No, they're so out of touch. They don't know what sells. They're not tuning into Slumlord.
Meghan's problem is she's living the life I aspire to and I fantasize about, but she actually still needs to work like me.
Yes.
So you know what, girl?
It's a complete circle Venn diagram of you two.
You need to accept your fate and just slum it a little with the rest of us.
Heather McDonald's prediction is that she will be on some type of ensemble cast.
Like some sort of reality show.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that her desire specifically for fame and for money completely outstrips her desire for just being like a private citizen living amongst, I don't know, the hydrangeas in Montecito. So I definitely think that's true.
Okay. Speaking of which, I did start watching Ladies of London.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not very far into it. I'm only on the first episode, but
really liking it.
Yeah, there's characters we need to talk about.
People are loving it.
Yeah.
They're saying they're comparing it to first season of Roni. They're just saying it's very authentic.
Like I said, there's some very distinct characters.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch it. We'll talk about it on Premium.
Mm-hmm.
Really quick before we move on, do you think that will happen with Meghan?
I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only reason why I hold out a little bit is just because it's kind of like the only thing she has left is like the fact that she hasn't done
a
something
reality
like that.
show?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I think it will be like,
It will really
it feels like
be-
it'll be a slightly cool day in hell.
the day she does that, it will just prove
Like-
everyone, like it'll prove everyone in Kensington Palace correct.
Could she make enough money to afford their Montecito life? Could the two of them make enough money with their Montecito life by just going around the country and like doing middle school talks or something about like bullying, online bullying?
I mean, maybe private middle schools, but I don't think there's a huge budget at middle schools for public speakers.
That's an excellent point. I don't know. Maybe middle school is the wrong place.
Yeah.
Like corporate events.
But who wants a talk at their corporation by two people
Like-
who fail at all business endeavors?
Well, I think they just want to talk from a famous person. Could they just
Yeah.
go do events? You know, do they get on the celebrity circuit of like, go to this person's 50th birthday?
know what?
And yeah,
You might be unlocking something
like
there.
it's like like there's Cameo and then there's like what
like Bethany
50
Frankel will do.
Yeah, but like I feel like what did Brianna do for that billionaire's wedding? I mean,
Yeah.
they're not performers, but they're like, you know, it'd be sick to say Harry and Meghan were at my wedding.
Well, you know what I'm thinking? Like, it's good enough for Obama and Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Like, go talk at Goldman Sachs. Like, maybe if they just want to have.
Okay, very different. Like,
I know, but I'm just saying.
yeah,
Like private events.
no,
Go-
totally corporate, private things.
That is going to be if I'm sorry, if at the Deutsche Bank, holiday party, they can get Harry and Meghan giving a little toast and speech, that's going to be a draw.
It's so funny because I'm just trying to think like what they could possibly have to say.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's like not their job. Like they have a team to figure out, what their 3 sentences are going to be about, like the connection of Archwell and Deutsche Bank.
The one thing I will say, and I know we need to get off this topic because I'm sure people have Harry and Meghan fatigue, but I do think that seeing that she's doing that like summit for women and the ticket price was under $3,000, I think the ticket price was literally $1,800, was a little scary to me.
Oh,
'Cause
we're getting close to cameos. I think they'll be on Cameo maybe before they're on an ensemble cast. Or like I think they have to be able to control the edit.
So they're gonna basically be doing the same work as Dorinda Medley and Avery Singer.
100%. And Jordan, Jessi's ex-husband, he's on Cameo.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a cameo from Jordan
I don't
for your
want
birthday.
one. I don't
year.
want one. I don't want one.
Okay. Well, Mother's Day's coming up. Maybe I'll get one for mom. Okay. Let's move on. I mean, there are so many things to get into on this fine day. I don't know about you, but once it starts getting warmer, I suddenly want to get my life together. I want to eat better. I want to feel better. But I also want to eat the things I enjoy. I'm not going to give up pasta or a good sandwich to feel better in my jeans. It's just not happening. That's why I love Hero Bread. It lets me keep all those comfort meals just with a better balance. Their bread, tortillas, bagels, even noodles, everything tastes like the real thing, soft, fluffy, and actually satisfying. And you would never guess it has 0 to 5 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and up to 11 to 32 grams of fiber. Their tortillas are perfect for a quick wrap, and the Hero noodles, they have 12 grams of protein and only 80 calories per serving, which is kind of incredible. It just makes meals feel easier without overthinking them. No weird swaps and no sacrificing taste. Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code POP at checkout. That's POP at HERO.co. I feel like underwear is one of those things that you don't think about that much until you're wearing a bad pair. Like that moment when underwear is digging into your skin, or when you get a really beautiful bra, but it has no support or looks terrible with a t-shirt, it can ruin an entire outfit. That's why I reach for Skims. The fabrics are soft, they're stretchy, they hold their shape, and they actually feel supportive. My favorite right now is the Fits Everybody Plunge Bra because it gives you a very smooth, easy lift without feeling stiff or overbuilt. And the Fits Everybody Thong is one of the things you put on and then completely forget about, which is such a dream. It just makes getting dressed feel easier because everything lays better when your base layer is perfect. There's truly no competition for Skims. No one is even in the game anymore because Skims has conquered the entire first layer landscape, and I could not be more obsessed with every product that I buy from them. Shop my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select Pop Apologists in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. Can I talk to you about Love Story? Let's get into American royalty.
Okay, great.
So I finally finished.
Yes.
And I have another citizen's arrest I would like to make of Ryan Murphy.
Why?
I just feel like he made both of them in the last 2 episodes very annoying to me and self-indulgent and kind of self-absorbed and just such impotent characters, especially her.
Oh.
Like the way that she became such a shut-in in his version of events, didn't have the kind of spine to even go out in public, was just so incredibly overwhelmed by their life together and was such a shrinking violet. I just thought it was a real disservice to the woman Carolyn Bessette was. I just cannot imagine that was accurate.
I don't know who's to say what is exactly accurate, but
she had a different wedding dress than almost every other, like any girl at her era. That is a brave woman.
But I think that's actually the whole arc of it, is that she's a completely different woman when they get married and when they're dating versus
to Ryan Murphy. I just don't know if it's true. I can understand that she struggled with it, but the idea that she struggled with it to the degree that it like crippled her completely, I found it to be, and to such a selfish extent.
What did you think was selfish?
Just like how she like basically didn't want to go with him anywhere. And then he was so self-absorbed too.
Yeah.
I felt like he literally took 2 American icons and tore them down.
I think after those episodes, I was just sort of like, yeah, maybe these 2 aren't really goals.
Well, and I don't want to feel that way.
I know. I think that's what's happening here. Like, I was okay to see the nuance and the complexity. And you weren't. And you prefer a more one-dimensional story.
Not with people that hot. With people that hot and well dressed.
Yeah.
I would also like to think that they just have great personalities and senses of self.
I will say, I thought the ending scene where they show them in the plane was really hard to watch.
It was very hard to watch and also very unrealistic, which I didn't particularly love.
Why do you feel like it was unrealistic?
Because they're like supposed to be they're plummeting towards their deaths essentially, and she's like basically leading them through breath work. I just thought it was a little unrealistic.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like so horrific. Like that whole the plane crash scenario is really that specific one is very horrific, because
it was 17 seconds from when their plane went off course to them hitting the water.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to imagine that entire 17 seconds, they had no idea that something was deeply wrong.
Yeah. It was definitely a dramatization.
Or it was like lack of drama on some level.
Sure.
I also think, though, basically with the way that those plane was configured, and I guess it's fine, it's not true to history, but how it was configured was, so Carolyn and Lauren were seated not facing the front, facing the back. And we're basically not really like in contact with John. So that part is,
I think they were trying to do that just to kind of like, to some
round
degree,
out the story
and put a bow on their relationship and say, like, you know, they did like love each other, and she, you know, just to have a nice last moment with the two of them. It was just super devastating to watch and really haunting. Also very haunting was the like conversation.
West and Ciara.
West.
This moment in Summer House.
West and Amanda continuing.
a tweet that West liked.
West commenting on this photo of Ciara. Also
more
haunting. The scene between Anne Freeman and Caroline Kennedy.
Yeah, I mean, I found, is it Anne Freeman is her name? So her name isn't Anne Bessette.
I don't know. But when I looked up her name in preparation for this episode, I saw Anne.
Well, you know, the
Anne
person
Freeman
who plays her is named Constance something.
Simmer? Constance Simmer?
Zimmer, maybe?
Zimmer, yeah.
Constance Zimmer.
She's amazing.
Name, Constance.
I know.
She's an incredible actor, and it definitely, there's varying degrees of acting chops displayed on this program. But yeah, I found that to be really arresting, and I did find the idea of like, who was Carolyn going to be once she kind of got past the difficulty of her marriage with John?
Yes.
She never got to become that person. She basically just got consumed, ostensibly, according to Ryan Murphy, with the John of it all.
Well, and just like I don't know, we don't even know, because her portrayal was so backwards. And the way, like, you know, the fact that she was even blamed for the crash.
Right.
And I just think the hugest part for me that was new, that was a really new, deeply disturbing feeling and realization, was just the fact that her sister was in the plane. Like, I knew.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I knew that.
Yeah.
It dawned on me in a new way, where she's, you know, where she says to Caroline Kennedy, she says, you know, everyone keeps talking about how sad it is with John and Carolyn, but I had 2 daughters on that plane. It's honestly like unfathomable.
I mean, is she still alive, Anne
No.
Freeman? No, she's not.
She's not. The other sister, I believe, is still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're, for what it's worth, and this did make me feel better, they received $15 million in like a wrongful death
Oh, the
suit from the Kennedy.
the family
like,
did.
Yeah, from the Kennedys.
I mean, on some level, it's like, it's something.
Oh, it's something. It's like, you know what? Your life has basically been ruined by this family.
Right.
At least you don't have to worry about money.
Yeah. And I feel like the idea that not only one of your daughters, but two of them, it's truly unfathomable.
And then it's like the press is making
it
it's
your
out to be
daughter's fault.
One of your daughter's fault. And then your other
forgetting the other
daughter
one.
is barely a footnote.
Yeah, she said. No, I mean, it was a hard ending of the series to watch. So
On a lighter note,
yeah.
I did have a moment where I was really grateful to Mom for raising us on Dido.
What's Dido?
You know, like, I'll just play it. I'm not going to sing it. I've sang plenty on this podcast.
I thought
but
it was an acronym.
There's an incredible scene where you'll remember it.
What's Dido?
Yeah, when she shows up to the party.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you,
I'm just
Mom.
gonna get to the chorus. It's so good. Thank you, Mom. I actually won't make us get to the chorus, but
Yeah, well, thank you for bringing up that Dido is a fantastic artist.
the scene with you know what I'm talking about. Why I'm bringing this up, don't you?
Yes, I do, but I saw it, but you know,
I was like, oh, this is the perfect song for this moment.
thank goodness Mom played that in her
Well,
Previa.
I'm glad that I had wow, I can't believe I'm literally
Well,
you're not joining me in this moment.
I'm-
I was just so glad that like I had a previous connection to that song. So then when that song was playing during that incredible scene where she shows up at the party, it just made it like wash over me in a new way.
Okay, again, I'm so grateful that Dido exists, is a great artist, and is washing over you in new ways. It's great. I'm agreeing.
You just like don't care about music.
I am agreeing. Okay, we're moving on, everyone. Taylor Swift says she feels happy, confident, and free because of fiance Travis Kelce at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Chandler, do you want to discuss her outfit?
I want to talk about the most important thing of the night, which is her outfit and her look.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I liked it too. I saw some people giving it hate, and I just thought it was really pretty.
People, you don't know how good we have it with this outfit. It's
true.
stunning. It was a great color on her. I thought it looked good with her hair color.
No
her
red
glam
lip.
was perfect. Loved it.
Hair could have been a little bit better, but that was the only tweak we'd make. We love Taylor. So she did give an acceptance speech, and part of it she basically said, why don't I just read the quote?
One more time. I think it was already kind of in the headline.
She says, I think that this album probably also feels very happy and confident and free because that is the way I get to feel every single day of my life because of my fiance who's here too. So thanks for all of the vibes. Chandler.
Lauren.
I am ready for the honeymoon phase of this relationship to be over, candidly. I just feel like it's been a lot
They're not even married yet, and you're like, I'm ready for the honeymoon phase to be over. Let's end it.
I'm thrilled for them. Do you think they're gonna be the next like Sting and Trudy, just kind of like fucking forever, and just kind of hot for each other forever?
Earlier, you didn't want to say the Lord's name in vain, but now you're using the full F word when talking about Sting and Trudy.
Well, the full F word is less bad to me for I think our parents and some of our listeners than the Lord's name in vain.
Well, I don't know. Mom does not like the F word.
We're not talking about Mom here. We're talking about Taylor and Travis.
I would never use the F word.
And are they going to be hot for each other and in the honeymoon phase forever?
I don't know because I don't feel like he's her perfect muse. So I don't know if I can say they're a Sting and a Trudy. I actually have nothing. I have no information about Trudy.
I think Sting and Trudy were a particular obsession for me and not for you.
Yeah. And I'm glad that could wash over you. Yeah, I mean, she's had more she's had more deeply meaningful comments about other relationships than this speech, but whatever. I think thanks Travis for the vibes. His beard is a little too long for me right now, and that is actually where this is all falling apart.
The Travis centering of the Taylor universe is just, I think we've had plenty of it.
We've had a lot.
And again, yeah, you're right. When he doesn't have the right haircut, it cuts extra deep for the Swiftie community.
It's tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But we're happy for them.
No, we're happy for them. We love them. We
want her to be happy and free and
to a point.
What were the words?
Happy, free, and confident.
We want her to be happy, free, and confident, and joy. I feel like joy was in there.
Yeah, we're just not sure how good it is for the music.
Wow.
I mean, that might be kind of a self-absorbed thing to say.
You all, thank you for bearing with us as I explain martial law to Lauren, as we talk about the men we want to accost.
Yeah.
We love you all. Thank you for listening. We'll be back on Friday with an episode for our global elites.
Yes, we will be back on Friday with an episode just for our global elites, everyone. So please, if you would like to, you know what? Secret, our free trial is still up. And I don't know. I'm very anti the free trial on global elites, but I haven't gotten around to taking it down. So there's still time. If you would like to try out being a global elite for 1 week for free, you can do that.
We'll also probably discuss Beverly Hills and get into the Q&A on our Global Elites episode.
Which I guess we didn't have time for today. Also, we do have this month, we're doing celebrity feuds, like friendship feuds in Hollywood. Part 1 is going to be regular, part 2 is going to be premium, so you can listen for that. Should be a great month for global elites, a great month for
everybody.
Pop Apostles.
Yeah.
So we love you guys. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back on Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
You swear?
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
This is the mindset.
Free.
This is the mantra.
Free.
This is the mindset.
With movies like Titanic, Dreamgirls, and Gladiator.
Are you not entertained?
And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Hi, I'm Stassi Schroeder. On my podcast, I share candid updates from my personal life, chat with some of my best friends about what's going on in our lives, give commentary on the latest pop culture headlines, and sometimes deep dive into random topics I'm obsessed with, like human design. It's a bit all over the place, but that's how I like it. And you will too. Listen to my podcast, Stassi, wherever you get your podcasts.